right? You can wear like everything. You can wear the winter clothes, you can wear the t-shirt, sweaters, and combine all these things. So kind of, you can see actually people wearing their coat and the people in the shorts. So it's fine. It's fine actually. Yeah. And of course, you know, as you said, actually, we are lucky that we see nature in many stages. It's kind of, you know, sleeping, it's green, and of course during the spring and autumn you see the transition. So a lot of colors, a lot of kind of changes. So it's very, very beautiful. And of course the air, is kind of special freshness in the air in spring and in autumn. It's like kind of empty, it's a bit pale. But I said I was the lover.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, oh, hi. Hi, Michael.
Hi guys.
You're not a newcomer, I remember this guy.
Not newcomer, unfortunately.
Yeah, he didn't like my PowerPoint presentations, I remember.
Don't hold it against me.
No, it was a very good.
No excuse.
Yeah. Okay, but I said I was actually the fond of this spring, but now it's complicated. And actually, I was exactly thinking why I don't like it as before. And I realized that as I became older, you know, I become a bit busy, I would say, I get some stuff. And for me, the spring became a transition period for the summer. And the summer is the main season for Russia, so you need to prepare for that. And for me now, the spring is the preparation season. So what do I mean? Anybody has a car? You are lucky. You are lucky guys, because for the car, during the spring you need to change the tires, do the technical checkup. If something wrong, to find the spare parts, to clean the car, to kind of clean all the filters and so on. So a lot of work. But do you have a dacha?
Of course.
So you know that, yeah, right? So we call it a May holiday, but actually all the people work on the May holidays. So they plan the things, and to do that, they need to buy the seeds, plant them at home. And if you go to the DIY shops, they are full now. So people are kind of walking away. And not to mention that if you have some storage facility, you need to go there to bring your skis there, bring the bicycle, clean the room, and so on and so on. So now it's kind of mostly the anxiety and a bit of joy. And actually, of course, this is not for nothing. We are preparing to get most of the summer. But I started to think actually, the spring is still beautiful, right? So it should be not only for the summer, it should be still some kind of a balance. Enjoy the spring and prepare for the summer. So this is kind of my message for you today. And unfortunately, not only the spring is short, and the summer is short, our meetings are also limited. And we have a lot of speeches, a lot of quiz, and we need to fill all that in. And likely we have a person who helps us with that. And this is our timer.
Yeah.
So our timer today is...
Good evening. Good evening, dear fellow Toastmasters. So we all know that the spring starts on the 1st of March. And actually today we are late to speak about the start of spring. However, there is another definition of spring. By meteorologists define the spring as the day when the average temperature become above the 0 degrees. So in Moscow it's around, it's about end of March. So we are too early to speak about the spring. But today we are right on time to speak about the spring, to talk about the spring. And I'll be your timer to help you to speak, to be on time with your speeches about the spring. So I will use these colored cards to show you when you are on time for the table topics. I will show the green when the 1 minute passed. I will show the yellow one after 1 minute and 30 seconds, and I will show the red light when you need to stop with your speech. It will be 2 minutes. For the prepared speech, it will be 5, 6, and 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then for the abbreviated speeches, it will be 1, 1.
1:30.
I'm sorry.
Evelyn.
Do it and a 3. So I wish you a good speeches today. And be on time.
Like Biden stage.
I'm not right.
No, not Biden. Okay.
No politics, no.
Ah, no religion.
Yes, and
No problems with
maybe sex, why not? Yeah.
Okay,
Not
so
gender differences.
yeah. We're going to talk about that. Okay. When we are kind of a bit excited about spring or whatever, when we are in a rush and when we're nervous, we tend to do more mistakes, especially grammar mistakes. And of course, whatever it is, we need to get rid of that. And of course, we have a role to help us to track them and eliminate them. Today, our grammarians.
Yeah, I'm grammarian. I would say that nowadays there are a lot of different tools that can help us not only write correctly, but also even create some stuff. For example, GPT, etc., you know, all the everything. However, I was thinking lately about why people don't have a special device that can be built into your mind or brain, and we, with this one device, can say, even can speak correctly, absolutely. So today I will be your device. I'm going to help you after that. I'm going to help you with correction some mistakes, some inaccuracies, some also I'm going to listen carefully and put down some interesting expressions, right? Because English language, like Russian language, I suppose, very interesting and rich. So I'm going today to put interesting phrases, I guarantee, and after our meeting I will give a report with wonderful expression you're going to, I believe you're going to say. And also, I just slipped my mind, I'm going to create word of the day, yes, thank you. And I'm struggling with it. To do spring. I don't know what, but I decided, okay, for example, blossom. Blossom, is it okay?
Blossom.
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 No, blossom.
Blossom.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is it correct?
no.
No?
What do you mean? Blossom.
Oh my God!
Like
Okay.
flower blossoms and the oak and then
Flower
somebody
M
else.
is missing.
Blossom, it's good.
Thriving. No. So, thriving means
Blossoming, yeah.
sort of blossom.
Blossom.
Yeah, so it's almost the same. For example, we can thrive in career, right? We can.
From the shape. Yes.
What? Thrive, no, it's just usually thriving people, so we can. Okay, do you understand? I can make an example. For example,
Let me try and
when
from
I
the
can
shape.
thrive here right now because I'm going to check my phone. What is it? No, I'm just joking. Sorry, I took a lot of time. So, is anybody don't know what is it about?
It's like blossom.
Yes.
Blossom or thriving.
It's like flowers.
Yes,
And
it's like
from the shame we can we thrive from the shame?
From Shane.
no,
No?
no, you
From
can't.
what?
I suppose again, I'm not native.
I am.
Yes, I know. Let's tell
Right now
us.
you're
Please
killing
say
my
us.
word. Blossoming is when something comes alive, somebody gets better. Everybody who comes to Toastmasters, they blossom. They're blossoming into a better, more spectacular speaker.
Thank
So
you.
it's like the growth, blossoming.
Yeah, and thriving, is it the same or not?
Yeah, it's kind of.
Kind of.
Striving is just like slightly different when you're trying to do this.
Yeah, okay. So what is a better, do you think, for using, I
Blossom.
mean, in terms of
Blossom.
spring?
Blossom.
I would say blossoming would be the
Blossoming.
best word.
Okay, so
Just add two letters. Blossoming.
Two words.
Blossoming.
double O.
No.
After-
After double S.
Ah, blossoming.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah.
Here we see preparation. Check your spelling.
Yeah.
Second topic task.
Wonderful, Kraveri. Keep in mind, keep in mind.
Write down the word today. Okay, so the time to prepare, time to blossom, for blossoming, time to kind of to work, but time to have fun. And for that, we have a special role with quiz master. And today our quiz master is Anne.
Okay. The fun part will be at the end of the meeting. So I will listen to the speeches and prepare 10 questions. And you should listen carefully to the speeches to have an opportunity to answer them. And a short comment on the spring. It's my birthday in spring, in April. So for me, it's usually like a new year. So I checked the list of my New Year resolutions, and almost all of them haven't been started. So I make a new list. So I hope that this spring everyone will blossom and
It's right.
and thrive and flower and get a lot of money.
Wow.
Yeah, we have,
You wanted fun?
Yeah, and we have the sweets for those, yeah? For ancestors,
Yes,
correct?
sweets, yeah.
Okay, so all the supporting roles are presented, so the spring is the period when the ice cracks, right? And we have the ice breaking here. We actually have the icebreaker here. And so I'm glad to welcome on stage Alexander Baranov with his icebreaker speech. The present moment is the present.
Good evening, dear Toastmasters, dear friends. I'm not the first time here in the Toastmasters Club, but our interaction has not yet been formalized. So by this presentation, I would like to introduce myself officially so that we may interact in a more formal manner. I can say a few facts about myself. So I live in Moscow, my name is Alexander, I'm 38, I am a lawyer, I have a Russian jurisprudence diploma, I have also an LLM in English law, I work in a bank, but these all facts are just pieces of information, so they give you almost no information about my personality and what I'm inside as a person. That's why I decided to enable you to know me better, to present to you some of my thoughts and ideas so that you understand my way of thinking, and maybe in this way you will have an idea whether you like me or not. I think that almost everybody heard the expression that nowadays the time is shrinking. Or you might have heard that people say the time is going faster nowadays. Has anybody heard anything like this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the timer confirms, so it's fine. Why is that? Why do you think? Do you agree with this idea? We know that in our world there are many constantes. From the physics, we know that, for instance, there is the speed of light, there is a period of turning of a planet, of any planet, there is, for instance, the half-life of radionuclear elements, and these are all constant numbers. So why do we think then and insist that the time is going faster now? This is because it's our personal subjective impression and subjective perception of the processes going on in our lives. You may notice that if you're doing something pleasant, the time goes faster. If you're doing something boring, the time is going slower, and you are trying to somehow accelerate this process. You know, in our current life, there are such things as reference points, which are not set by objective reasons and by objective subjects. For instance, you may have reference points set by your boss, your employer. If he says that we need to earn more money, we need to do the work faster, we need to keep KPIs, to keep deadlines. You may have reference points set by your family or your partner. When the mother says, so you got married, now we need kids. Or you may have reference points set by the social media or by the influencers on the internet sites who say that you need to be successful, you need to earn money, you need to show your life and how funny you live. These all are quite subjective reference points, but they overwhelm our minds, and you often feel that you are in a hurry with no good reason. And then in such a way, you may feel that you are just squeezed from all sides, and maybe
It's okay.
no worries. But still, keeping the pace with the life, you and me as well, I shall say that I'm not an exclusion, we assume the values, the wishes, the desires which are set and prescribed to us by the society. And often, when doing all this and being in this uninterrupted process, you may lose the idea of hearing and listening to your inner self and hearing what your soul desires. And in such moments, your life will maybe lose some importance for you when you are trying to achieve. And at some point of time, you might find yourself a person who has achieved many things, who has kept all KPIs, all deadlines, but if you ask yourself whether you are a lucky person, you may arrive at a negative answer. That's why I would urge you and myself and encourage each of you that during all these processes, when keeping the deadlines, planning, making phone calls, texting, interacting with friends, with family, at some moment, in the middle of this, you just stop. Stop, make a deep breath, and try to listen to your inner voice. Ask yourself, what is happening around me right now? What are my feelings? What are my emotions? Do I feel happy right now? Or at least, what I'm doing right now, is it leading me to happiness? And such a simple and minor moment of connecting with the soul is really an important moment for you. And it's a gift where you can feel yourself much better, and it's a gift in itself. This is why this little moment of interaction with your inner self is called, in English, the present. I will stop right now. And if you didn't have a chance yet today to take a moment for yourself, you might wish to do it right now.
Thank you so much.
So the question was whether we like you or not. So we like you, Alexander. So please prolong the membership.
You like me for money?
No.
Not only.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
many things. Yeah, actually, I see that we have another person who is like me, who has a lot of things to do during spring, right? And I'm eager to hear actually, so I want to welcome the next speaker, Tatiana Chunka, to tell what is my bucket list this spring.
I've been really struggling with this speech, but thank you, Anna, for this brilliant idea, because it's so simple, so light, so entertainment. Dear Toastmasters and dear guests, today I want to tell you about my spring bucket list, and I encourage you for the next 5, maybe less, minutes. Just relax and enjoy. Let's go. So, number one is of course for every girl, is a beautiful dress. We will see right now. It's a beautiful spring light dress full of beautiful colors, and in this oh my god, no, please work.
Yes.
Because in this dress you can feel yourself, I don't know, like a princess, I think. And I'm sure that clothes can change our mood and even a little bit our personalities. Yes, yes, this beautiful dress, number one in my bucket list. The next one is, the next, number 2, as I remember, is, I'm sorry. Yes, of course. This is pleasure for their body and for my soul, sauna. And I really like this feeling when you sit in a hot sauna and you really feel how you lose all toxins and all negative energy. And especially after contrasting cold water, you feel alive. You feel blossoming. The next one is, on April is my birthday. And I really want to celebrate like this, but without any consequences for the next day. Without any consequences. Without any consequences on the next day. But it will be consequences for the next day.
Do you remember the next slide? Do you remember the next slide?
Yes.
Don't stop. Talk
Yes,
to us about the slide. The picture will come up.
It's a consequences, and you really should see this because it's funny. And I was searching this picture, exactly this picture. Okay.
Can you describe?
Tell us about it. Describe the picture. Bring us into your picture.
Without any consequences, because I will be 31. And of course I can't party all the night like before. For yes, I hope the next morning I will be not like this. the universe accept my age. Number 4, I think, on my list is to learn how to cook one of the national dish. But thank you for my multiple heritage, if I can say this. I don't know where to start. I can learn how to cook plov because I was born in Uzbekistan. I can learn how to cook kuksi. This is a soup, Korean soup, and of course I can learn how to cook borscht, the Russian food, because my father is Russian. So maybe I will choose some of this. The next one is I hope it will be interesting, brilliant book. Recently I found it on the internet, and the author is a Korean teacher of Buddhism. And I really hope that this book will help me to strengthen my calmness and release all my anxiety. And the last one, I think this is my year and new spring resolution. I really want to start my own family, and I really want to find a man, a partner, my future husband, and start a family. I think for me now this is the most important thing before others' achievement big goals. I want to achieve this one. This is all, and I wish you to have a beautiful spring full of joy and love. Thank you.
So it seems that your list is much longer and of course harder. So find a husband, it's carefully. How much? Two months, right? You should start searching it right here, maybe.
Finding a husband or wife is easy. It's finding the right one that's hard.
Yes.
Right calling, by the way. You have to find the right one. Yeah. Borscht is right. So some ideas are blossoming. Yeah? Some thinking about probably husband. Alexander is thinking about the borscht. Somebody is thinking about the sound as well. Okay. So the next speaker is Ana Gonzalez with her speech by comfort zone. Welcome.
Hello everybody. For those who don't know me, my name is Anna. And this is the last speech I have to conclude my second path. So I would like to take you on how was this experience for me? How was the journey like? What were the experiences and the achievements, as well as what were the learnings and my final thoughts. So first I would like to start by saying that we all know what's the comfort zone, right? Can somebody tell me what is the comfort zone and why it's important to get out of it?
When you have no stress.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes, when everything is easy, right? It's like, I don't know, maybe not waking up, but sleeping is easy, right? You feel comfortable, so you feel safe. To get out of the comfort zone means where the magic may start. But it's not just like I jump out of the comfort zone and that's it. There are some levels to it. One of them is the fear zone, in which you're trying to go out of the comfort zone. Let's say your job. You are very safe there, many years, there's no progress, but it's not good or not bad, so you stay. So you want to go out, but you're afraid of it. So you're trying to leave. You're afraid to find another job, maybe nobody's going to want you in another position. So you're afraid you go back to the comfort zone. That's why it's the fear zone, the place where you make excuses for yourself, where you're afraid, and it's natural. If you break through that, you get to the learning zone, in which, for example, you already quit your job, now you are in panic, you have no job. So you have to learn some new skills, see what's up in the market. Maybe they are wanting some new skills that maybe you already have, but there are some skills that maybe you don't have. As someone mentioned, ChatGPT, for example, AI. There are new skills that we need to learn. So you go into that, into learning. But from learning to actually move forward, you can always be afraid again and go back. So you continue, have to push forward that learning zone to get to the growing zone, where you grow, where you blossom. Only there, once you continue to apply and got many rejections when you are applying for jobs, somebody will take you. As once I was told, it doesn't matter how many no's you get, you only need one yes. So once you get it, that's it. You're in a new place and you start to grow and you start to develop into what you didn't think you could develop. So my journey in Toastmasters, I started my first speech many years ago. Actually, I remember, Michael, it was our first time that we met. And I'm glad that you are here because it is the end of a second path. I finished my first path in 11 months, just because I wanted to see how fast I can do it. And it was quite fast. And I finished my second path in more or less a year and a half. Why? Because this time I decided to take longer, to take breaks, because it was not a free path anymore, I had to pay for it. I wanted to last longer. And I took even 2 months. I went to Peru and I took a break of 2 months. And still, now it's really over. So I took my breaks, I tried to relax. I even became president of the club, so I wouldn't give any speeches. And somehow time passes. So you learn things about yourself, what kind of person you are. I am a goal-oriented person. You put me a stick on the head with a carrot and I'll run towards it. That's how I am. I like in that direction. So throughout this time, I have had ups and downs. I have participated in all contests you can imagine, in all of them, to the point that sometimes I felt like I had to participate, that it was my duty, even if I didn't want to. I felt like I had to. I have won, I have lost, and I have got disqualified. I have experienced everything. Everything has happened to me. So, for the most silliest reasons, but this has happened. And yes, you get sad, you get happy, but you learn about yourself and how you take grief, how you take losses. Whether you say, okay, it's enough, I quit, or you take a break and you continue. My learnings from all of these experiences, the first one is, just because you can doesn't mean that you should. What do I mean by this? For example, just because I could participate in a speech, a contest speech, just because I know I can do well, doesn't mean that I should, even though I have other commitments. Maybe I don't want to participate, I'm tired of it, but I did it anyways. And this applies to different scenarios in your life. Maybe you don't want to go to that event, but you feel that you have to because it's your relative, maybe someone you don't even like, but you have to go. You have to show up. But remember, just because you can doesn't mean that you should. The second point is, be yourself. Find your own style. What do I mean by this? Being a speaker, we are all different human beings, so we all have different styles. Don't try to compare yourself to another person, to try to be like that person that in your mind is good. Maybe it's good in their own style, but you can also be good in your own style. And I'm going to give you an example. Once I delivered a speech, and my feedback was, it's too emotional. Maybe you should make it more informative. So the next time I came up with an informative speech, very serious, very informative, and the feedback was, oh, this is not you. Who is this person? Yes, informative, great. But I want to see your soul, your emotions. So it's like, wait a second, can you please agree before you give me the real feedback? So this takes me to understand that you can never really please anybody, right? So people will agree, people will disagree, people will think this or that. But at the end of the day, you can only be yourself, right? So the longer you take trying to be more like, trying to move more in this scenario, trying to move more, it will feel more uncomfortable to yourself. It will look weird, and you will feel weird. And if you feel weird, it will be weird. So what I'm trying to say is, find who you are. What type of speeches do you like? Do you like the speeches that make you reflect? Do you like the speeches that makes you laugh? You can try and combine. And the last point is, get out of the comfort zone. What do I mean by this? Being in your comfort zone is being protected, right? Giving speeches right here. I've seen many members in the clubs that take forever to deliver a speech, to prepare and to deliver. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid that somebody will judge you. Because this is a very supportive community. If someone is not supportive, then F them, you know? Yeah, really. The people who are here are people who want to help you. So don't be afraid to try to deliver speeches. Don't be afraid to compete. I understand, competitions are tough. We have very good members. And it's always like, ooh, but this person is already there. Maybe this person is already here. Why will I even participate if I already know that I'm not going to win? You have to try. You never know where you're going to get. Who knows? Maybe somebody will get disqualified and you can win the place. You never know. So just to wrap up, I want to say that just because you can doesn't mean that you should. Be yourself and find your own style. And get out of your comfort zone. For myself, my final thoughts, what does it mean? Does it mean that Toastmasters, especially Toastmasters, has become my comfort zone? It's very easy for me to stand here and to just speak. I don't even have to prepare sometimes. I am very good improviser. So I'm trying to challenge myself on what's next. Maybe a Russian club, maybe a French club, who knows? Oh, I'm actually learning French. So what is next? That's the next question. And I want you to understand that as soon as you get to the place where everything seems easy, you must start thinking, ooh, okay, maybe it's time for me to look outside. And not only about for me, not only about the club, but it's about the country as well. I have become so safe in Russia, so comfortable, that I'm even afraid to leave the country. I don't want to live outside Russia. But then I think I must challenge myself and experience some other places. So I invite you too to challenge yourself. And thank you so much.
So Anna, if you prolong for the next level, I can promise you we'll make you very uncomfortable here. So stay longer. It will be tough times for you. I promise. Okay, so all the speeches are done, and I think we should have a break now, right?
Yeah, okay.
According to the schedule, we should have it for just 5 minutes.
5 minutes, I suppose, because we are out of time already. 5 minutes.
Okay, so it's a 5 minutes break.
Yeah.
Enjoy whatever we have. Nothing. Okay.
I actually like it here more. I'm too comfortable here. I'm too comfortable.
Guys,
Angry, aggressiveness.
let's start. Okay, so the break is over, and now we are heading to the fun part, right?
Table topics.
was challenging.
You are very fast, you're trying.
Yeah. So we're facing the table topics, and most of table topics is the Mira.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the table topic session. Our theme is as fresh and uplifting as the season itself.
Point of order, could Samira move a little closer and into the center?
And joy that spring brings to our world and our lives. Spring is not just about nature waking up, it is also a symbol of new starts and inspiration for us. Today we will dive into questions that invite us to reflect on our experiences, dreams, and simple pleasures that spring offers. Okay. These questions are here to spark your creativity and get you to share your unique spring stories. Remember, there is no need for perfect answers. This is a chance to practice sharing your thoughts freely and confidently on the spot. And I will quickly remind you some rules. You should come to the stage, pick one of these questions, and feel free to take up to 30 seconds to gather your thoughts. If you need, if you don't, you can start speaking immediately. Then try to keep your response between 1 and 2 minutes. Please watch our timer, watch your time signals, and now let's start. Who will be the first one? Please. Who's ready?
Everybody right now is in their comfort zone. How do I get out of my comfort zone right now?
Maybe someone.
Yeah!
So I'm taking one of these.
Yes.
How do you
Yes. Please introduce yourself first and read the question out loud.
Alexander, it's me. As the season changes from winter to spring, what changes do you look forward to the most and why? The main changes to look forward to the most and why? Okay. So I can start immediately or prepare 30 seconds.
Yes, you can think within up to 30 seconds.
So, as we all said before, spring for all of us is a time of changes. We expect a lot of changes in our lives, and for me it will be very important time because my daughter starting to go to the public kindergarten, and for all of us, for me, for my wife, it will be a very big change because past 3 years was almost we were almost in prison. I think young parents can understand this feeling, and now when we let our daughter go to kindergarten, it will be a lot of free time for me, for my wife, and we already have a lot of things to do in our agenda. To go somewhere in restaurant in Moscow during our working day, because now we can do it, and many other things. And now with spring coming and after that with summer is coming, we expect to be one of the best spring and summer from recent years in my life. Hopefully. That's it.
Be careful with all this free time, eh? Spring babies.
Who will be the next? Or I will call you by myself without your consent.
I'll go. Give me glasses so I can read. You know, as you get older, your eyesight goes. Oh, I have a choice.
Yes.
Oh my goodness me. Let's get the one right in the middle. why do Russian people always type so small? Well, I think number 12, font 12 or number 14 would be good.
It's more than 14.
Look at
It's
this.
15.
Oh, okay, that's good. It's very big with the glasses. Spring symbolizes new beginnings. Share a personal story about a time when you embarked on a new beginning or chapter in your life. How did it feel? And what did you learn? So many to choose from. Okay, let me have 30 seconds to prepare and think. Not that I need to. So, a time in my life, in spring, when my life changed, was when my daughter was born. And then, yes, I resonate with you. We were in prison. But what I learned during this period was how to involve a little person into your life and the joy that that can bring, not just from changing diapers, seriously, no, but from watching somebody grow every day, learning something new. I'm a trainer, I'm somebody who loves learning, but believe me, seeing Molly look at a knife and going, and then like, no, don't do that, Molly, and also how to talk to someone who is little. My girlfriend, she wasn't my wife, said to me, don't put fear into Molly. I said, what do you mean, don't put fear into Molly? She said, every time when she comes for a drink, you say to her, don't drop it. And I said, well, what am I supposed to say? It's a carpet, it's expensive. She said, tell her to keep it in the cup. She said, all you're doing is rephrasing. I learned more in the first 3 years of my child's growing up than I have in my entire life. Thank you very much. I hope you all have children, enjoy your children, and love them.
Oh, yes. Who? Me? Yeah. Oh, no. Huh? Choose the question. Number 14? Yeah? Okay, small number. Yes, you can look at the question. Fine. Should I read? Yes. Just as flowers bloom in spring, ideas can blossom too. Share an idea or project you've been nurturing and how you plan to bring it to fruition. Is it correct? The pronunciation. Fruition, yes. Okay. Idea or project is very hard to say, but still I have one. I'm dreaming of, okay, this spring I have understood that I like stand-up a lot. So, one of my favorites is Louis C.K., by the way, yeah, is it correct? So, and I would like to learn something about stand-up. So, with discipline, just learn, or I would like to get some ideas, some skills in stand-up. So, yeah, I guess that's it. But by the way, I made up stories about my granny, about just something funny, and about people in the underground, in public transport, and I think, that's it for now. Thank you.
Stand-up comedy. Stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Настя.
Yuri, come to the stage.
So many text. Thanks a lot. So, now my question is, as spring arrives, nature sings again. From the chirping of birds to the gentle flow of streams. If your life had a soundtrack this spring, what song would it represent and why? Okay, so thanks a lot for this question. I love hard music, so it's always metal, it's always alternative sound and a lot of screaming, of course. So every spring for me is a new starting of listening to the music, and every autumn and every summer and every winter, because I like when it has a lot of sound in my ears, because it's more comfortable to be here and to be in the public places when I hear what I want to hear, not the people, not the sound of the cars and other things. But you know, the main idea, when I'm on Toastmasters meeting, I don't want to hear any music. I want to hear a great table topics, a great prepared speeches, and just great voices of any members and guests, and just random people. And I like your voice very much. You had a very nice pronunciation of English language. I think you're from Britain or Ireland.
Ireland.
Oh, I know, I was there 2 times, and it's a great pleasure to be there. So what music of my spring is, it's always metal. Thanks a lot.
Maybe come to the stage.
Hello, I'm Natalia. Everyone has a moment when they truly feel spring has arrived. What's the moment for you, and what emotions does it awaken within you? I have to think. Well, guys, I think that this moment is 8th of March. When I go from my job with a bucket of the flowers which were blossoming, and now I think that, yeah, the spring is coming. But I want to tell you a story about this. I took my son this 8th of March for a walk, and he saw some women which were without the flowers. And he asked me, "Mother, can you tell me why are some women are with the flowers and the others are with the flowers? Maybe these women are going from the work." Yes, I told him, "Yeah, my son, I think that's right." But he told me, "I want that every woman would take the bucket of the flowers today, and I would give it and I would give it to every woman." Sorry, I learned Spanish and some Spanish words come to my mind first. Well, that's all.
Thank you very much. Notice that you used the word of the day, so please don't forget about it. Blossoming. Okay, who will be the next? Lisa?
Miles.
Okay, after Miles.
Will be next, but Alexander first. Yeah, come first.
No, after Miles.
Okay.
We have some sound differences.
But he need to cry like
Okay,
Daniel.
you first.
Miles, are you ready?
Miles is ready.
Well, say something, please, because we can't hear you.
Speaking. Hello, testing, 1, 2, 3.
More.
Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me?
You should be close.
Микрофон, Кать, микрофон.
Микрофон какой?
Это не твой, это...
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Testing.
Testing. No connection.
One more time. Miles?
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Okay, yeah.
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, great.
1, 2, 3.
You're on air.
I'm on air. Thank you. Good. Nice to see everybody.
So I have 5 questions left, and I will tell you the numbers, and you have to choose one. So we have 2, 4, 6, 9, and 10.
7. Lucky 7.
No, I don't have. I only have 2, 4, 6, 9, and 10.
4.
4, okay. Miles, reflect on a cherished memory you have that took place in spring. What makes this memory stand out for you?
Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, the cherished memory in spring. Well, spring starts in Canada on March 21st. It doesn't make a lot of sense because there still will be snow around here. But if I had to think of cherished memories of spring, I'm going to go back to my childhood when I lived in Edmonton, Alberta, a city a few hours north of here. And as a little boy, I really loved when the water started to flow down the street and everything was melting and there was still some ice and snow. And it was so wonderful to go out and just have my rubber boots on and stomp around in that flowing water on the street and building little dams with snow and pretending that I'm a giant over top of a flowing river. And a cherished memory also from those days was my little friend who lived across what we call a crescent. We lived in a circular street with a little park or grassed area in the middle. And when spring came, I would go back and forth so much to my little friend's house across this park that we had worn a trail, pathway through the grass. So those are some of my cherished memories of spring, going back to my childhood when everything seemed to be blossoming and coming alive and had a sense of adventure and a spirit for getting outside and enjoying my bicycle as well as the flowers and blossoms. Madam Table Topics Master.
Miles win. I don't need to go.
Yes, the last one.
What is
The easiest, I don't know.
task? Spring teaches us about resilience and rebirth. Have you witnessed or experienced a situation that reminded you of nature's resilience? Share your story. What is resilience in a few words?
Ability to face challenging situations or to overcome.
Some story when I showed resilience. nature resilience, not my resilience. Nature resilience is everywhere. I like fellow Toastmasters, and yes, I like to do skiing, and I like to do bicycle. And all these things I'm doing on the same place near where I invite you all the winter, but maybe I will be lucky to see you there on the ski by the end of this winter. Last year I was upset that the winter stops very early, and on the March there were no snow, and I couldn't continue to do skiing. But it was the resilience was so made so quickly that it was only a few days I ended with skiing and started biking, do bicycle. That is the real case where nature resilience helped me not to waste my time and doing sport without any pauses. So nature resilience helped me last year. I hope nature resilience will help me this year too. Thank you very much.
Do you have more time?
No.
No? Okay, so I will not write.
So now we are going to vote.
Okay, yes.
We have a QR code on our agenda, so please vote for someone.
So I think this would be the end of the table topic session. Thank you very much for your participation. Back to Toastmaster.
Has everybody voted? Not yet, I guess.
Mick. I love it. It's the first time somebody's actually called my name as it is in Ireland. Mick. Yeah.
Oh.
A Mick is an Irish person. It's slang for a place. So cool.
Okay.
Well done. Thank you very much.
It was on purpose.
Yeah.
No mistake. Our grammarian is as famous as spelling.
I suppose. I suppose
Okay, so
everybody
we've done,
already
yeah.
voted.
Kate, we've done with voting, yeah? So everybody voted.
I think it's, yeah, almost
Okay.
done, almost done.
Okay, and actually to blossom in our public speaking skills, right? We need to get some feedback as a point for growing, for improving. And that's why I'm glad to welcome our general evaluator for today, who is Juice Raken.
So hello everyone one more time. Thanks a lot for this great evening. So I have a chance to leave my prison for an evening. So I have a baby. That's why we started to call it prison. So I will continue. So and just to blossom my public speaking skills. Thanks a lot. In English, so it's tough for me. sometimes, and I challenge myself right now. So, to give a feedback is like it's a hard thing, it's tough, and it's very important because we can grow up from the place we are now to the place we want to be. And it's very hard to get it correctly and to understand the most important things that the people give to you through these words. So today we heard 3 prepared speeches, and now we start our evaluations from the first one, and I would like to ask to go to this stage with the evaluation for Alexander Baranov, and the person evaluator is Irina Gurtova. Please on stage.
Thank you, Yura. Real life teaches us to be innovative, creative, and find the way out in any case. Today, mindfulness is a way out. Dear fellow Toastmasters, dear guests, dear Alexander as a new club member. Today we have heard an amazing lecture. Lecture is also a speech presented our new club member. In my evaluation, I would like to comment 3 main things which helped Alexander to create such a wonderful speech, and I provide a couple of suggestions that could help him to, in the future, to create more speeches and become distinguished Toastmaster. Right? First, all the necessary elements in speech were in the place. We all know what the first, introduction, yes? In Alexander's speech, introduction was the real introduction. It was like a visit card. I am Alexander Baranov, I am a lawyer, my phone number, my email, like this. I like it. Introduction is introduction. It should be introduction. Why not? Introduction is the first step we should learn when we start our journey in public speaking, right? Second, I would like to comment a language used. It was really resourceful. All things you described were amazing and understandable for us. Topic you embedded and grew in your speech is great. Mindfulness is the really interesting topic recently. And you said that you are not an exception to the rule. You also have some troubles with presence, with connection in present time. You are also suffering from social media and other pressures in our real life. And you encourage us to stop. And you have given us step-by-step instructions how to cope with this. Stop, deep breath, listen your inner voice. Listen to your inner voice. Thank you, Alexander, for that. Mindfulness is our way out in this real life. I would like to mention about your trick you used to grab the audience. This is your question to us. Why time is going so fast? Question you know, and all here know that question is the invisible bridge from you, speaker, to us, audience. Only one thing I would like to draw your attention is your gestures. Please add gestures, open gestures, and smile. Speech is not monologue, this is interaction. Let it be mindful interaction, here, in the present time. Once again, your speech is a speech, all necessary elements are in the place. As I said, language is exemplary, topic is really thought-provoking, develop your communication and connection with audience, with eyes, gestures, contrast, with your icebreaker, keep it up, and thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, Irina. That was a great feedback from my point of view. I liked the well-structured speech from you, and the most important, that the feedback, that the evaluation should be inspiring for the person who gets this. I think it's very inspiring to continue the Toastmaster way that you have chosen. The third form. So, thanks a lot. Just one more moment from me to you. Don't be afraid. Give the freedom to your hands. They was in prison and they wanted to feel the air around you. Just be free. Don't worry about what does the other people think about you, your way on the stage and your movement. You looks good. Great.
Can I just add one thing?
Yes?
Please. Your body, you're walking, okay? Too much of this. And your head was down. If you're going to walk around like Anna, like when you were, head up, body up, you have a good posture. When you're down a little bit, watch the video. It kind of takes away your impact. That would be, everything else was great. I loved it, terminology, but just that little bit of
Yes, thank you.
I'm going to say next. Yeah. That would be my only thing.
You're a lucky guy to evaluate. So, thanks a lot. Just go on. And we had the second prepared speech from Tatiana. Thanks a lot for your presentation. So, we will go on with the personal evaluator, Alexander Ульянов.
Spring, full of joy and love, is what every girl dreams of. Fellow Toastmasters, today Tatiana delivered to us her personal plan for this spring, where the slides were arranged so logically, so that slides created the structure for the speech. For example, starting from new dress, Tatiana will get new dress, then relax on sauna, then go to party, then a man, and after the party, without hangover, she will win a man's heart through borscht and get married. It's a great plan. Despite some delays with slide, you addressed every person of the audience through your eye contact. Also, you decrease distance with audience through body language, where your movement seemed fluid and helped us to visualize. It was also great. And also, you stayed relaxed all the way, despite problems with slides. And it was like you have shown to us how you would overcome all your problems on the way to your goal. The slides was like a problem, and you would overcome, understood? It was very great. But every good speech has some points to improve. Next time I would like to suggest to you to check supporting material in advance to avoid possible problems with it. And also, one slide, do not wait next slide to open, but start describing, start speaking, and it will appear. It would look greater next time if you do not wait this. And also conclusion could have been more impactful, for example, with some call to action. You could give, for example, do not give up on the way to your goal, like I didn't give up during the speech where we had some problems with slides, yes? It would make your speech more impactful. But to summarize, great poise, great body language, and eye contact, great interesting speech where structure was high, but it was like structure. And next time, please check in advance your supporting material, and I would wish you good luck with your goal and with my comments for your next speech on this project. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Alexander. It was a great example of good feedback, well structured also. And was it inspiring for you to continue your project with evaluation and feedback? Yes. That's right. That's most important. Thanks a lot. Great. Just one feedback from me. Every time you're on stage, there is no more important on the stage than you. So, presentation goes to hell. Don't worry about that. You can do a lot of memes by your own. Don't be scary and don't be afraid to do that. And we go on. So we had the third prepared speech. It was really great. I won't give you any feedback from me, so because you are really cool. But you have a person evaluator, and today it would be Yuri Maximov. He's on this whiteboard right now. So listen to him.
Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anna, congratulations on completing your second pathway. It was a surprise to me that you're on a second. I thought it was your first pathway. So I would like to make a few comments about your presentation. From Anna's speech, we learned a lot of things, that there are 4 different zones. There's comfort zone, there's fear zone, learning zone, and a growing zone. And during the speech, you started with an introduction. You introduced yourself, and in a way, you made yourself comfortable at the beginning. You try to engage with the audience, ask questions. That is also a positive way to start and to engage the audience. You gave examples from yourself, so explaining each point. And in your presentation, it wasn't filled up with a huge amount of information. It was a few points, but explained well. You feel comfortable on stage. You use gestures well. The eye contact is always great. You have this intuitive way of presenting. And this talent you have, I believe that in Toastmasters, you combined it with a system, with a structure, and works great. In this presentation, it was very well structured. You moved on from the point to the point, explaining each one, giving your own examples. For example, you give in a learning zone, we need to think about new ways we can expand and grow using technology. Indeed, you can't make speeches without preparation, but with a bit of a system and a structure, your presentation just go to the next level. In your presentation, you used a lot of kind of time for us. It goes to show that you understand that the value that your project and your experience is very much valuable for us, and you want to translate. And you summed up well. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. So understanding yourself is what you learn. Great. Be yourself. Get out of comfort zone. So what advice would I give to you? Just a few things. Introduction doesn't have to be that comforting, can be more dramatic. Make presentation more about you. What else? Maybe go on a deeper level what you earned. And don't rest on your laurels. You can go further and further. So, and the one thing you understand very well is that great speeches come from the heart. Don't lose that. Thank you.
Yuri, thanks a lot for your evaluation. It was great, and from my point of view, it's tough task to give a feedback on a feedback when you are on a 4th level on the 2nd path. So I think you have a magic between you and you understand each other. That's the most important, to get the main idea of your evaluator. Anyway, Yuri, thanks a lot. I think it was great from my point of view, but you should relate by yourself. One more time, that was great. Cool. So, I don't want to be that guy, but I have to go through all the meeting and just tell what I saw, what do I think about that, and what could be better, what was great, and so on. So I'm a good guy, trying to be, and it's very hard. It's hard for me to take any disadvantages, but I'm trying to. And first of all, I would like to say that was a great meeting. Anyway, I feel kind in my heart. I feel good. I feel happy. Yes, happy. I feel blossom. Yeah, and that's right. And the most important from my point of view is to be happy after you leave in this meeting, and during the meeting, and before the meeting, and that's great. That's the most important mark from me to you, and now I'll be that guy that broke this party. So, we started in 1932, 2 minutes. But before that, I was very careful looking on you, Katerina, because you said on maybe 1 year ago, maybe half of you, that you are nervous before meetings. And now I was looking for you, and no, that's not. Right now, that's not. But everything was prepared. Maybe that's why you wasn't nervous at all. So you started. You just give a clear understanding what's going on here, and for me, especially, I understand what's going on here. So I repeat it myself. One more. We have a new guy here, a new girl here. I think you understand what is Toastmasters, you especially. You're not, because you come later, if I'm not mistaken, but you did a good shot. Just come on stage and tell what I'm doing here, and you was good. Thanks a lot for that.
I was late only because they made me walk up and down the stairs twice, because I still had my jacket on. And I'm old. The first set killed me, then I had to go back down and come back up again. Otherwise I would have been on time.
Don't worry about that.
No excuse.
Okay, no excuse.
Yeah.
And we go next to the Toastmaster of the meeting. So I write down something. Yeah. I mentioned eye contact. So maybe it's only my problem on that place, maybe, but I write it down. So you feel comfortable on stage. That's understandable for everyone. But eyes is the mirror of our soul, so just give me a link to understand you. So the topic is great, your description of that is great, it's very inspiring, blossom me, and I don't think that I have any disadvantages on that. Good job. So you prepared and tell us about every expert on a meeting, so that was great. About the experts, so should I ask you to go on stage right now?
Yes, I suppose so.
Yes.
First of all,
First will be Grammarian, so Ivtina, you should go on stage.
Guys, it was awful, a lot of mistakes. Come on. I was just kidding. But I noticed a little bit, and then I'm going to share with you. Call to action. I think call to action in my English, version of my English. Plan. Very great. We can't say very great, right? Only great, Mike. Am I right?
You are definitely
Yeah.
right.
So, in our current life, it would be better to say, in my opinion, in our modern life or just currently. Not were, I mean, was and were, I suppose. A great table topics, when it's plural, I suppose it should be without a article, right? Just great table topics. Elements in speech, I'm not sure, but in my opinion, of speech or maybe from speech something. To do bicycle, I suppose it will be better to say ride a bike or ride a bicycle. But okay, you're from French club, so it's okay, don't worry. And what was interesting for me, some phrases that I also would like to share with you. It's very simple, but for me it was kind of interesting. The time is shrinking. Keeping the pace with our life. It's also, again, it's not something new. We also use in our Russian the same phrases, but again, it's something that I would like to highlight. Don't put fear into somebody. Don't put fear into somebody. The magic was start. It's also, again, something simple. The magic was start. What is it? But the magic, I don't know, it's a magic word. Breakthrough, and there are a lot of phrases that Anna said, and I like it. What's up in the market? It's, how's it called in English? It's, Mike, help me.
Seriously, you are doing so well.
Show up, wrap up. What is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, in Russia we don't say usually, but there are a lot of verbs in English: wrap up, show up, cheer up, etc. So breakthrough, etc. What's up, etc. Cherishing memory. Cherishing.
It's a very sexy word.
And in intuitive way, right? Intuitive way. So I just love it. Thank you guys, it was wonderful. Thank you so much. I'm going to do it again. I love this job. I love this one now. Thank you so much.
Ekaterina, thank you for this grammar challenge for me.
No, and the winner of the word of the day is Daniel. Close to the winner, but next time maybe. So we
I didn't finish my stage, so I finished out. Okay. Anyway, thanks a lot for your role, because for me English is not native.
Yeah, for me too. Yeah.
You understand?
I'd just like to say that was excellent. Yeah, absolutely. The words that you picked up and how you resaid them and the pronunciation, brilliant.
Yes, I agree with that evaluation. So it's hard and very complicated to be a grammarian on English. It's not native, so it's very useful for everyone to hear, to understand, and just to write it down in your mind.
Can I just add something very quickly? My hat's off to all of you. Seriously, you're non-native English speakers. And to get up and deliver something in English when you don't speak English every single day, you didn't grow up in an English-speaking country, it's very commendable. I could not do it in Russian. Honestly, I would be, you may see me confident, but if I got up and tried to deliver something in Russian, you would see a quivering jelly. Seriously, and there would be mistakes after mistakes after mistakes. So really, for you all, well done. Absolutely.
Thanks a lot. Just come to our club. We speak in Russian. And I will break the shadow of my evaluation. So I would say a few words about table topic. I won't tell any evaluation to everyone who was on stage, only to Samira. Great questions, very interesting and very complicated questions, not easy one. It was yes, I won't repeat that word. And he was trying to make it really interesting and very. But one recommendation from me is don't forget that you are a host of this table topic, and just give the person who on stage the right understanding of the way. So I'm trying to say something beautiful, but I don't know the words to say that. Just
There's only one word you can use: supportive. Be supportive. The person's coming up on stage.
Yeah. Be supportive. Support is your role. Just take a hand of someone who is on stage and give. To be a very good table topic speaker. So that's your mission, I think. I hope you understand my evaluation. I was trying to be understandable, but I'm not sure that I did. And go on. We have two experts, and first of all, we will go to the quiz master because I also want some candies. I also want some candies. I still want some candies, and I want to.
They will get some candies.
I want some candies.
Tanya goes first.
Why?
We finish our meeting with the quiz.
Okay. Tyler, please on the stage.
Thank you. So I suppose that you will receive this report, yeah? Okay. So I all did very great job. So you was in the time, you was on time, and my role is to say what this was good and what was bad. Actually, two girls was twice bigger than the allowed time. Actually, it was twice bigger, but the speeches was so good. impossible to stop. So Irina and Anna, so you start so much. But it was good. Thank you. So that's it.
In the text was
10 minutes, 43 seconds, Anna. 10 minutes, 43 seconds.
I can live with that.
just my relation to you, because you are from my club. I would say a little more than to another person's. Your description of the role was through the idea, and that's great. It shows you like a speaker, cool, and it seems to me that you looks on a stage and speaks like you do it on Russian. So I did not see the difference between your Russian and English speech. That's cool. That's great. It feels like very comfortable, and I lost all the words. You're good. So, and you didn't have any on English. That's a magic. I think that's cool. Just take it to the Russian roles. And we go into the end. I will leave on my place, waiting to the candies. So, Quizmaster Arnold, please.
I need an assistant. Will you help me? Yeah. Yes. What? So I've got 10 questions. Some are easy, some are difficult. Let's start with the first one. So Anna compared winter and spring.
Yes.
Something is happening between them. What is happening?
Fighting. Oh, the fighting story.
Samira. Okay. Next question. What does our newcomer icebreaker Alexander do?
He's a lawyer.
Of course.
Yeah, she raised the hand first.
Okay. The difficult question, what was his call to action? Whose? Alexander's.
Breathe and find. I know. Of course I know.
Being present.
Yeah, being present, and what did you want to say?
Stop, deep breath, ask your inner voice. And listen to your inner voice. What I'm doing,
Okay.
what I'm
Alexander,
going to do.
can you choose the person who is closer to you?
I was listening carefully.
Oh yeah.
You needed to evaluate me.
Erin. Okay.
Somewhere.
What kind of music does our
Metal.
That's the question.
Question about.
Because she raised the hand first. Yeah, but we have
Okay.
But the first one who speaks, I think, because it's impossible to control their voices.
Okay. How many points does
What? Repeat.
Tanya have in her bucket list? 6. Yuri, what's that you?
Sorry, give it.
Там hangover, непонятно.
Okay.
Are you happy now?
Where has Alexander spent the last 3 years?
In prison.
Okay. Yeah. What has Michael learned, or what did he learn when he brought up his daughter?
How to rephrase some commands, or how to talk to a little person in another way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, happy with that.
What does Nastya want to do? What skill does she want to develop?
Who's asking?
Stand up
There's so many people in the room.
So, what starts? What do we get when we step out of our comfort zone? What starts?
Magic.
Magic. Yeah, Alexander. Yes. Can you finish the phrase? It doesn't matter how many no you get.
You only need one yes.
Yes, very good. Alexander in blue. We will answer this question. Yes. Last one.
But not the least.
Oh, I was.
Okay, no questions.
Okay, what was Anna's calls to action?
Get out of your comfort zone.
Be yourself.
No.
Be yourself.
No. That was one of the points in her speech, but her last sentence, her last phrase, what was it? Anna doesn't remember it.
Participate in Toastmasters all the time.
No, you don't know? Okay, there were two words. The second one is yourself. What
Believe you.
should you do?
Yourself?
No, not believe.
Challenge yourself?
Yes.
It was just a guess.
That was all my questions. Who is? I think
probably
Katya
I
can.
put it here.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Anna. Thank you so much. If you would like to take a role, please ask Anna. She's our Vice President of Education. And by the way, do we have a slot for next time?
Slot for what? No.
No, we don't have already. But we can take grammar. I'm going to be a grammarian again.
No, we are having a special meeting next time.
Okay, why I don't? And now we are going to do, or now it's presentation of a word, a word that we are waiting for. I know it for your face. So, and I would like to ask Alexander Baranov to come on stage. And guys, please stand up Thank you so much. And I would like to ask Ada Gonzalez to come on stage. But anyway, the best speaker can go. Thank you. The first half. And what do you think, who is the winner of best tabletop? Mike!
What a surprise! Seriously, thank you very much.
How many ribbons?
How many do I have?
Yeah.
Actually, to be honest with you, I have 6 wardrobes full of these things. on my wall, I have made my name and top table topic speaker. Yeah. Is it right way up?
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Great. So our next meeting will be in 2 weeks. Here, maybe not here, maybe in Tushkipenia, we don't know yet. Maybe here. Please keep on your eye on it, on our announcements. What should I say? About review. Yes, as our VPM, and let's applaud the best one. he said, mentioned that next period will start from April, 1st of April. So guys, please, you can or should, guys should to continue our journey here. I'm joking again, it's your will. It's your will, it's your will. So what else I should say? Anna, please help me.
Area contest.
About the next meeting, how it's going to be. Grab
It will be, yeah, we were talking about it and we decided that it will be a grab back meeting, It means we will know exactly who is going to deliver a prepared speeches. However, we will. I forgot English.
Because there was so much evaluation. You used up all your words.
So, however, we are not going to know who is going to be evaluators, grammarian, account, etc. All these experts we are not going to know. We are going to have a special bag, and every person who would like to be to take this role or some role, you are going to take it, and who knows, maybe you will be a grammarian or accountant or whoever.
Can I ask a question?
And why are we having this
I already told.
Yeah?
Does anybody?
1st of April.
No!
Poisson d'avril.
300 meeting.
Yeah, what exactly? Next time we will have meeting number 300. That is why we decided to celebrate this anniversary.
What date? 1st April.
29,
27.
27.
Closer to between area contest.
No, it's after.
Between area contest and 1st April. It's call to action to remind us about area
Okay, we will have a contest on area level, but nobody here who is going to be there. Because they're not here, Alexander, they're not here. So guys,
Secret judges are here.
Guys, let's come on stage and take photo. After that, we are going to go to some bar or cafe and celebrate. I don't know what we're Scream, we're going to celebrate Scream. Oh. Yes, next time. Are you going to? Of course.
Где сколько?
Before you stand back.
You should say one magic word. So, cheese. Other way, photo won't be so perfect.
I forgot that was 6 more. Which one? Cherry blossom.
Driving awesome. Okay.
Thank you guys again. Miles, thank you so much. Nice to see you again. See you next time.
Miles. Thank you.
У нас ще 15 і що говоримо.